soul right back to you. Want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Thank you so much for the gifts and for the love, those that are chiming in all over the world. I greet you in the name of love. Thank you. Thank you, Tommy, the radio dude. Wealthy Rising family. Thank y'all for the gift. Thank y'all for the love. We do have a gifting goal at the top. And so I appreciate all the gifts to help us get to our goal every single day. Thank you for tapping that screen to get us to 20,000 likes. The more you engage, the more it sends more people into this room. And so I love all of you wherever you are on your journey, um, whether you are Christian, Buddhist, whatever, however you define that. This is a container of love. We do talk about deconstruction because I sense and feel that there are people like me, that are, for lack of a better word, waking up and you're questioning what you believe. And it's not always to question, it's not always safe, or you haven't felt safe to question what you believe out loud. This is the place where you can have those conversations. And you may not agree with everything that I say, and I may not agree with everything that you say. And you know what? Let me just tell you something about this. That is okay. Because my journey is my journey, and your journey is your journey, okay? You are welcome. This is a safe place. Listen, again, I'm going to say it again. I'm not here to save you, but I am here to hold space while you save yourself. Okay? And those that knew the Titus Glenn that was heavy religious, this might be a little cringy. It's okay. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Thank you so much for the energy that you're sharing back to me in all love. So, fam, let's get into how we want to move today, Spirit. Let's get into our affirmations with the moon in Capricorn. Embracing the crash for 2025. Listen, we're going to talk about this more and more and more. And I'm asking Spirit for balance because I don't want people to feel like I'm against the church. And when I say church, I'm talking about dogmatic religion teachings that science is saying has been harmful to people's mental. Okay, thank you for the 10 shares. Science is saying there's evidence that the way you teach faith, the way you teach God, does something to people's brains. Where they stay in lack, they stay in defense, they stay projecting, they never go after their dreams because the way you teach God leaves subconscious blocks, okay? So this is not to go against church because I want you to go where you feel called to go, where you feel led to go. Oh, Papa Rudd. Don't make me smile like that, bud. I mean, all y'all make me smile. But I no buts. Thank you. There's nobody greater. Nobody greater. Listen, Vashawn Mitchell. Nobody greater. Oh, bless you too. Nobody greater than you. You know, if we break this down, we finna get into this affirmation. Because we've been seeing where are my church kids in the room? Where are my church kids? Hands up if you was raised in church. The way you teach God is important. Come on. Come on. Who are my church kids that know Vashawn Mitchell? Come on. Nobody greater. Bum, 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 bum. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. Searched all over. Come on. Couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low. Still couldn't find nobody. Come on. Nobody greater. Bum, bum, ba-da-da. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. listen, can we teach this for a moment? Because we've been taught in our churchdom that there's nobody greater than God. Come on, there's nobody greater than God. Woo. There's nobody greater than God. But I want to teach this metaphysically because there is nobody greater than you. Come on. Come on. Come on. I just listen, I just shouted my own self. Don't I'm finna get off this pillow. There's nobody greater than you because God is in you. Come on. Come on. There's nobody greater than you. I searched all over and there's nobody that can do what you can do. Woo! Come on. There's nobody that can sing like you. There's nobody that can work the magic like you. And so people are looking for what you have, but because of your inability to see yourself as divine, you're not walking to your fullest potential. Woo! Man, I just got a little chills there. Am I a preacher? You can call me that. I call myself a spiritual deconstruction coach. And so when we get into these ideas and when we get into what we've been taught in church, we've never really imagined or really lined up to our full potential because most of the time we relied on something outside of ourselves, not understanding that what we were relying on was inside of us. Ooh. We was being taught, give it to Jesus, pray about it. Not understanding that if we were taught to pray correctly, we would have gotten instructions on what to do. And in those instructions, more than likely, we would have been pulled in to stand in what we were supposed to do. And when we had done all we could do with our gifts and with our calling, then we were to stand again in our divinity to command the thing to happen and to speak until we saw what we were believing for. So if you're waiting to start the cooking business, there's nobody greater than you. If you're waiting to start, listen, your online practice, there's nobody greater than you. This is not an arrogance. This is a confidence to know that the dream that God has given me, there's nobody can do it the way that I do it because there's nobody great. Because I searched high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Still couldn't find nobody with that type of seasoning. Come on. Come on, let's look. I promise you we're gonna get into these affirmations, but we just flipped a corner real quick. Spirit just sat on us real quick because somebody needs to know that out of billions and millions of sperm, that you were divinely created. Listen, we might as well do a vision board live. Listen, I climbed the highest mountain, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Went down to the deepest valley, looked all around there, still couldn't find nobody. There's people that are looking for what you have. They are searching. I'm looking for this season. I'm looking for somebody who can do my hair. I'm looking for somebody that can write that song for me. I'm searching for everywhere and still can't find nobody. Come on. I went across to the deep blue sea, couldn't find one to compare to your grace, your love, and mercy. Nobody greater than you. Oh my. Searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I searched high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater than you. Nobody that can work with my schedule like the person I'm looking for. I'm just saying. Listen, went across the deep blue sea. And if you would just believe in your own divinity, the people that are looking for you will just start to show up. So if we will understand that we are just a speck of the greater, and just think of it as the clouds in the rain coming out of the clouds. Every raindrop carries the same type of weight. Whew. If we could just get that into our being, our beingness, that Jesus was a demonstration of all that we are. If you would just consider that if you would stub a toe, there are angels attached to your name. Oh my goodness. And you would just imagine that every time you say help, things gotta shift. Because you are divine, brother, sister, wherever you are. I'm just saying. Okay, that was good to me. Thank you for letting me pause for the cause. Because that just hit me real quick. Because there's nobody greater than you. Well, they keep there's so many. It's what is the saying? They say that it's overpopulated. They say that my field is overpopulated. It's only overpopulated for those who believe that it's overpopulated. So if you continue to say it's overpopulated, then you make it difficult for you to find your audience. Oh my, okay. You make it overpopulated because you're that powerful that you speak it and it becomes. Because there's nobody greater than you. You say people don't want to buy your product, people don't want to buy your product. You say that people think it's too expensive, people think it's too expensive. Come on, absolutely, clean girl. You know how many people clean? Listen, I got a full schedule because it's me they want. Listen, who they came to see? Me. Come on. Beyonce trying to tell y'all. Beyonce trying to say, she's trying to tell y'all. People are showing up because of you. Okay, let's get into this affirmation before we just get lost. Before we get lost in this type of conversation. So, if this helped you, put it in the chat. Put an emoji in the chat. Thank you for everybody that's in the room. If you're new here for the first time, welcome. My name is Titus Glenn. I'm a spiritual deconstruction coach who happens to sing, songwrite, and do sound healing. And this is the place where you can find yourself, be yourself, and let everybody do the same. Okay? So we have been working with the moon in Capricorn, and this is affirmations that you can use to support you. We've been